It's like...
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He pushes through would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. You look at this Packers defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Duggan. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. St. Brown motioning left. Duggan looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Duggan. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
from the 9, 2nd and 5. Duggan now to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This now a 3rd and 4. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Duggan will look to throw this. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And in a flash, Aiden Hutchinson gets into the backfield and puts the quarterback on the deck. And he wasted no time embracing his role as the face of his hometown franchise as a rookie. 9.5 sacks, a surprising 3 interceptions, and Rookie of the Year runner-up mentioned.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now he's free to midfield. There's the stiff arm. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And able to get this to the 31. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Algier again on second down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Check white. Check.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Love. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Anders Carlson for the Packers field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that flag accepted. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Okay, ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Field, left. Ready.
Glove. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And shoves him off at the 20. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready?
First down, Love to pass. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Duggan to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I feel like my man momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ready.
Love from the gun on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Lions 17. Packers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
A 2-yard
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Duggan. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. So the completion gets them just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. To throw now, here's Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
97.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A carry by Taylor.
And he caught it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Off the play fake. Dugan, he'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and goal.
Duggan.
Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. Touchdown!
Curtis Hodges.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, and it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Love now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down, here's Algier. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll stick with Algier.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
They'll run for it with Algier.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Love now on 2nd down.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Love. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Algier going straight ahead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Algier now up the middle.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Here's first and 10. Here's Love. Watson making the catch.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. First and 10 here. Here's second down. Love looking to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Love.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll complete this one to Watson. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Love. Pass complete to Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw